Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Scribble Time with Punching Pandas, and I am your host, Nolan Lee. I see we already have a few suggestions, and today we're going to be drawing pandas as Disney characters. So feel free to put your suggestions in the chat. I'll be checking that, and let's get started. I'll be just blazing through these as fast as I can, so keep your suggestions coming, and hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. It's the weekend, although it seems like every day's like the weekend. But let's get started. The first suggestion is, can you draw a bow from the Disney shorts? And I think that's going to be a pretty easy one, I suppose. You mean for the Pixar short, I'm guessing. And I think the Pixar short looks like, let's see, bow, Pixar. Unless you want me to draw like the, oh, okay. If you want me to draw the one with the goatee. Let's see here. Let's put it out wide like this, and then so with bow, it's basically a bow with a body and arms. So we just want to draw just the outline of the dumpling. We usually have the dumplings a little bit wider at the bottom than the top, and so because with the dumpling, all the meat and the juices are sitting at the bottom of it. There's nothing really at the top, so it's more like filled up air, so it tends to have more of this shape. And so for the panda, if we want to pandify it, it's oh, this is gonna be weird because like in the show, it's like he's kind of like this, right? I think, and then and so or I think he's yeah, something similar to that. He's basically has these like little slits for eyes, and so I think for a panda, if we want to pandify him, we can go like this. We can let's see, how would I do a bow panda? I guess, well, I'll just do the same thing. I'll just give him the panda body with the panda ears, and then maybe I can just see here. So I'm gonna give him my panda nose, give him the panda eyes, like so. I'm gonna disconnect the nose a little bit to make it feel like it's made out of the dough rather than the actual like beady nose. But and then I can just add, maybe I can add the ears like this. Okay. So I'll erase a little bit here. So it'll be, let me just redraw this part again. Sorry about that. I'll try not to do so much erasing because I know that can frustrate you guys if you're drawing at home. But either way, in the end, it's all about like what the final product looks like. So I'm just gonna do that when I have to. Okay, and then and so because the bow's head is really big, I'm just gonna do just do a little boxing glove here, but it's gonna be made out of the dough, so it's gonna be like sort of indented. So this is quite a different proportion than I'm used to drawing. That's actually his arm's a little bit too high. I usually have his arm kind of like further down on his body, so I just I was lost track of that, and so I'm just gonna go here. So it's always important to just keep track of your proportions when you're drawing. Obviously, when it's just a sketch and you're just throwing down ideas, you could be free and loose and active as you want to be, and you can always go back and tighten up everything later. So that's kind of like how I would draw bow from the Pixar short as a panda. Let's do so I'm gonna put that off to the side. Let's put this bow over here just for reference, and then next we're gonna have Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. So Jack Skellington is he has a suit. He's a very gangly guy, so it's going to be a complete transformation to a chubbier form factor. And so what I do is I look up a picture of Jack and I look at what's so I'll do a little demonstration here where I'm let's see. So what's actually interesting is, so here's a photo of a Jack Skellington toy, right? And then Jack Skellington from the movie looks a lot different. Jack Skellington from the movie looks like something like this. A lot more gangly, right? A lot more lines in his suit. And then there's also, so what's interesting about this is that you have different proportions, right? And this is a toy, but they managed to still make it feel like Jack Skellington, even though the proportions are different. So it's about learning and studying. If you want to just try to figure out how to draw a character, you kind of focus on the things that make the character what it is. So naturally, both sets have big eyes and a very tiny nose and kind of a slit for a mouth with a white head. So that's pretty much all you really need to focus on. So with the panda, it's more like, I'm going to draw the panda like this, and I'm going to give him his ears. I'm just going to draw just a basic outline here, because I've practiced a lot drawing the panda, so I'm pretty used to doing it that way. I'm going to give him some shoes like that, and then I'm going to start dressing him, so it helps to understand and draw the things underneath the panda to kind of make him feel like the clothes fit on him well. So I'm just going to do that, put the jacket over him. He has this long trail here, and then I'm going to give him a suit. So his gloves come out like that, but the suit's going to overlap his gloves a little bit, so I'm just going to put the suit actually further down like that, right, to make it feel like he's wearing a real suit. There's usually like a little corner shoulder seam right here that, when you wear a suit, it kind of, the suit's a little bit more rigid in the corner, so that's what you see right there. So that's what I'm going to add when I do that. Let's see, so I'm going to add that little corner part, because it kind of helps give that impression that he's wearing a suit. And then I'm going to give him really big eyes. So for the nose is usually shaped like this, but I'm going to kind of give him more like the Jack Skellington nose here, and I'm going to give like the big eyes like so. And then I'm going to give him that mouth. So that's kind of what I have for Jack Skellington. Obviously he doesn't have ears, but the panda does have ears, so I'm going to keep that. And then he has this crazy bow tie, which is a bat bow tie. So I'm just going to make something similar to it. I'm just going to draw a little circle, going to add little bat ears like that. Add a little, so that's the bat head, and then I'm going to add his little bow tie, which is just 3 long prongs like that. 3 long prongs like that. And that kind of looks like his bow tie. So we're going to do this, right? And then he has this white patch, which is the jacket, how it fits over. It comes into a single button right there. So we have his shirt. I put this line here to kind of show me where the middle is in his suit. And then he has a collar, it folds over like that. So I'm gonna put that collar in, and that's kind of how his suit fits, like so. We might have to make it disappear because we're gonna put in some shading for the stripes in his suit. So I'm just gonna do just a rough. I'm not gonna be too exact with this, but I'm just gonna shade it in and show some stripes here. So I'm just going to leave some black here. Okay. And as I'm doing this, feel free to, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And also, if you guys, I see there's a Olaf, there's Jack Jack, there's Donald Duck, Baymax. Draw someone riding a snowplow. Tim, you're the one that suggested the prompt, so you need to suggest which Disney character that is. Tim is the one in the chat who suggested this today's topic. So, if you want me to draw a topic, just can you specify a certain character? Are you kidding? Okay. All right. So we're gonna do that. Add another stripe here. It kind of helps to have these stripes to show how the form fits over the characters. So I'm gonna do that, and then just one more. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through this a little bit quicker, so it might be a little bit messier, but messy is fine. It's okay to be messy. Don't always feel like you have to make a perfect drawing. You're just trying to in some ways, like I see drawing a lot like writing. You know, if you're trying to write something and you're trying to communicate to someone through writing, you make sure you use certain words and certain letters to spell words, but you don't use you don't, when you spell your, if your name's Amy and you're trying to spell your name, you don't use the letter Q. That's not in your name. That's not the right way to communicate. So similarly, I don't use certain things when I'm drawing to communicate certain things, right? Kind of doesn't make sense right now, but it will later, because basically drawing is a type of communication. Okay, so we have our Jack here. I'm going to do one more right there to kind of make it look a little bit spookier. All right, that took a while, but let's go on. Let's see, Jack Jack from Incredibles. Jack Jack has a little pointy head. I'm going to draw him in the diaper form, so I'm going to put these drawings away. Let me just put that there. Okay, let me just erase this part. Okay, I'm going to draw Jack Jack. And Jack Jack is, we have a lot of well, this gives me an opportunity to draw Baby Junior. So Baby Junior is he's another character that I draw. He's basically just a baby panda, but in terms of personality, he's a little bit more of a troublemaker. He always tries to get in trouble, and he's always looking for the next thrill. He's like kind of like a little daredevil, and he always wants to get in situations where he finds exciting, which his parents may not appreciate. And that is he's also based on a real life character, which is my son, who likes to do a lot of daredevil things, like climb on certain furniture that he's not allowed to, getting into certain places he's not supposed to get to. But that's all of us. We all started off as babies. Okay, just get that diaper to him. The chubby diaper. Have him grab his feet. We all pooped our pants, and we all drooled and barfed on other people, on our parents. Everybody's done that before. So there we go. Okay, so that's Jack Jack. We got Donald Duck. Donald Duck is gonna be a weird one. So let's put Bow out and let's hide him for a second, and then we'll do Donald Duck. Oh goodness, this is gonna be So Donald Duck has a temper, so that's one of his main characteristics, is that he's always throwing a tantrum. Just gonna look up a certain pose that where he's kind of a little bit angry. He's always doing this like It's kind of, sometimes he does it in the older cartoons. He used to do this pose where he would hold out a fist, and it's not a very nice fist. Come to think of it, it's not very nice to lose your temper in the first place. But you know, for this, we're gonna have some fun because he's a classic character. And then he has his little sailor hat, which is, you know, has a little tag in the back. And then gonna give his ear there. He's just now the beak is a very the Disney beak is pretty interesting because it's like you know, it's a very interesting shape, and there's kind of some geometry to it, so you have to make sure that you draw it correctly to make it look like it exists in a form, because like bird beaks are pretty strange in and of themselves, and so he has his tongue like that. I'm gonna do this as attach. I'm gonna attach the make it look like he's wearing a beak instead, and then he has this little bow that he wears in the front. Kind of like a black tie. Sometimes it's red. I'm just gonna go with the black because that's the color that we're working with right now. And then there's this his little navy. It's like a miniature cape. Forgot what you called. If anyone's in the service, they could probably tell you what this is. And then he has this I'm kind of going to make him a little bit chubby like this. He always sticks his foot out for some reason. This is a very strange Donald Duck. But I've drawn strangers, so. Okay. I think he has buttons on the front. I couldn't remember. Or maybe he has yeah, I think he has a couple buttons. But we're gonna go with more we're gonna go with the classic Donald. So we're gonna go like this. Let's see. I don't want to make a tangent. I'm gonna try to keep that. Either overlap it or keep it separate. And I'm going to choose to overlap it here. Okay. Alright, so that was a tricky one. Let me just save this file for a second. Scribble time. Scribble time. Let's do. Today is the 27th, 2020. 0327. Scribble time. DINSNEY. So okay. Now let's just check the next one. Okay. Alright, now we got Baymax, okay? Baymax is next. And as I'm drawing this, just make sure you, if you know anyone else who's watching, who like to see this type of content or would like to see other type of content on this channel, you know, like, subscribe, or share with your friends. Let's do Baymax. you can do a Baymax. I've done Baymax before as a panda, so Baymax is kind of like it's got the iconic eyes like that, and we're kind of disconnect the head from the body like so. Then we're gonna, I remember one time, it was I think it was the first year that I started doing conventions, and it was strange because like I got 2 requests for commissions to do a Baymax, and it was like the same idea where it's like, oh, Hero and Baymax are doing the fist bump, and like the same exact request from 2 different people. So basically I just drew it. I didn't want them to both be the same, so I just let's see, I'm trying to make him feel like he's, yeah, there we go. I drew one facing one way, and then I drew the other one facing the other way. I'm just gonna draw like a little seam here, and then I think that's where his heart is. I think it goes like this. I'm drawing it from memory, so I might get it a little bit wrong, but you know, and then instead of flat feet, I'm going to give him these the poofy feet, like so, and then flatten it out like that. It's like, I am your healthcare provider. So that's how you draw a Baymax. Baymax is relatively simple. I mean, he's got, or I think the thing is upside down. Yeah, this, the little card. Okay. All right, so then that's our Baymax panda. Like so. And then he has got like these 2 lines down there. Let's make this let's clean this up a little bit, make it darker. Sometimes if you just redraw over the lines, it kind of helps to make it feel a little bit less messy, because your eyes just get attracted to the darker shapes. Okay, Baymax. All right, now let's go. Oh, let me move Baymax over to the side here. Let's go to Olaf. Okay. All right, Olaf is from Frozen. And Olaf has let's see. Let's make him super happy. But he has kind of a weird nose. I think it's more like, it's like flatter at the bottom, but it's kind of like pointing at the top. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, he's a little bit too excited sometimes. It's like, come on, Olaf, just take it down. Just relax a little bit. But he's kind of meant to be the goofy guy. Well, that's right. He doesn't have I keep forgetting. He doesn't have actual limbs. He just has these like boxing gloves. So, he has the sticks for his hands. So I'm just gonna be like, Happy Snowman. Give him the sun because he likes it. I'm gonna stagger this a little bit to make him feel a little bit like a snowman. Or he looks a little bit tall, so I think I might just shorten it just a little bit, just to go like that. Okay, so we got our Olaf. Now I saw like a request for Elsa. Okay, Elsa's coming too. Okay, we're gonna put Olaf here. And we're gonna do the next one, which I believe is a snowplow. Any character on a snowplow. I'm gonna draw a Mickey Mouse. Okay, let's just do a Mickey Mouse then. How about that? Maybe a Mickey Mouse and a well, the snowplow I could do Goofy, because we can't forget about Goofy. I think Goofy is snowplow, like a Zamboni or. It's he has, you know, he's kind of wears like a weird turtleneck. I wouldn't say weird, but he just wears a turtleneck. Not many people wear turtlenecks, although I did dress up my son in one this morning. And he's usually a bit absent-minded, so he usually has his like little goofy hat. Just kind of like it looks like a bone almost. And he has this little vest, like so. All right, let's change his. Maybe we change his. Change his ears to be more goofy like. And then he has his pants. So we can erase that. Then we got a Zamboni machine. I'm totally not. I actually don't know. I haven't drawn a Zamboni machine yet, but I think they kind of look something like this. If that's what you mean by snowplow, or maybe you're talking about the ones that you use to plow your sidewalks. Let's see here. So put some random mechanical parts in here. Yeah, well, Zamboni. Olaf, just ride right over him. Hopefully that isn't upsetting to a lot of kids. Okay, so there's that. There's a Zamboni. And then we'll do a Mickey. Let's do Mickey. So I'm gonna do like the Y pose, like that Mickey's kind of seen in a lot of. He's like, or maybe I'll do more of the arms at the side like this. So I'm just gonna draw the. Because generally Mickey's pretty. He's pretty positive. don't really give Mickey teeth. I mean, they give him teeth when he's doing other things, doing other types of expressions. Let's see. So don't worry, this video is not monetized, so hopefully I won't get sued by Disney. I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, so I think he also has a point here, like that. Let's push out his belly a little bit more. I think he needs to be a little bit more yeah, actually this arm needs to go back a little bit further, I think. So sometimes I have to like actually like redraw certain things like this where I'm trying to get just the general feel of it, because like sometimes these panda proportions are a little bit constricting at times. So then he'll have his button pants like that, and then he has these big yellow shoes. Panda's a little bit fat and chubby, so his shoes are going to be similarly big like that. They're more like slippers almost when you think about them. So he has I'm just gonna paint this all black because Mickey tends to have his shirt off for some reason. Doesn't get cold. Okay. And a little tail there. Okay, so we got Mickey. Let's turn off Goofy. And the next one, let's see how we're doing. Oh, we're still cranking on. Wow, there's a lot of comments. We got Gaston and Elsa. Let's see. Sven, Mushu, Elsa and the Snowplow. Oh, I missed that one. Let's see. Mulan. Okay, we got a few of them here. All right, so Gaston. I've drawn Gaston before in like the comics, so but never as a panda. Let's see. So Gaston's kind of he's kind of he's got I'm gonna give him the I'm gonna give him this like muscle man chin, no one has a swell cleft in his chin like a Gaston, or it'll be more like a butt chin like that. Okay, and then he has his kind of his peak hair, a little bit of a ponytail in the back, but I'll get to that in a bit. And then of course he has his chest showing a little bit more. We'll move the collar off to the side so that we can make room for that chin. Although I could probably put some chest hair right here. Ew. Chest hair. Some people find chest hair appealing. Okay, then he has a very big let's do that. Let's get bigger here. Big bicep. Let's make that shirt as skinny as possible, and so that we can give some more room for his boxing glove. This is such an interesting. Whose idea was this? Ding, 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 like that. Of course, we're going to paint this black because pandas are black. At least my pandas have black arms, so. And then give him big muscly arms over here with big biceps. One of the things that really helps with drawing humans is also studying human anatomy. So one of these days, if you want to get good at drawing humans, you gotta study how humans are made. So this is gonna be kind of strange because he's super fit, but he's in the shape of a panda, so he's got to also be chubby too. So I'm just gonna give him the chub. Give him the chub. Maybe I should make that into a t-shirt. Give him the chub. What do you guys think? Let's see here. If you do hear some growling, it's probably because I've digested my breakfast. So breakfast is a very important meal of the day. I don't know if it's the most important meal, but for you parents out there, yes, kids, it's the most important meal of the day. Okay, Gaston. I think I may make this little shirt is probably a little bit too long. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat, guys. Here's another cheat. Just make it up a little bit tighter. Okay, there we go. All right, that's our Gaston. Oh, and he has got his ponytail too. Let's add a ponytail. Puts back. Then it was pretty common. I don't know if you want to see me in a ponytail because that's not very appealing. Plus, I don't want to keep up that hair. I think that's yeah. Okay, Gaston. Let's move on to Elsa. Okay, Elsa. Everybody's gotta love Elsa. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, Elsa would look like. So Elsa is give her the I'll try to make this the prettiest panda I've ever made. So one of the things about Elsa's hairstyle, it's you know, it's you know, part of it is studying just how the shapes are made, and it's like there's a lot of these there's kind of like this swirl in the middle like this, so always think of it as like a pinwheel, and you know, I like drawing hair as much as anything else too, and it's like for me it's let's see how I'm trying to get that. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce the hair just a slightly so I can at least get the panda ears in there, because that's part of the challenge is you can't make the hair too big, otherwise you kind of lose the panda-ness. And so I'm gonna do that here. So she's singing. She's singing. She's let's move Gaston over a little bit. Out of the way, Gaston. Okay. All right. Okay, and then we're gonna do we're gonna have one foot out like this, like in her dress. that. And then the other one's this. And then she has like her special dress that she manufactured while in the snow palace. So she has lots of powers. She can make ice. She can affect the weather. She can create life somehow. Let's see. I gotta get a closer look at this dress to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so there's like a little slit in the dress there for some style points. And I think the dress has like this little it's like part of it's comes up to her shoulders, like it doesn't cover her shoulders, so there's that. I'm just gonna put that part there, and I think it kind of goes like, let's put a little divot right there. So I hope you guys are finding this entertaining as I'm struggling to figure out how to cram Elsa into the shape of a panda. But I'm having fun. Let's add some sparkles and stuff like that. Sometimes I add these little details to kind of help me get in the mood, try to figure out how this final piece is going to look. So it's starting to, the tricky thing is like the transparent portion of her dress. So like kind of up to her chest, there's like this up to her chest there's this transparent veil that kind of droops off. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to draw through it so it kind of looks a little bit transparent like that. Like so. And then that will make it feel a little bit more like Elsa-ish. And then I think there's a little bit of like the skirt. There's like a top portion of it and the like the blouse portion. It's probably not saying that correct. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but like that dress is gonna come down like this, and so yeah, so there's that portion right here that's gonna change slightly. So that's your Elsa. I'm gonna add a couple sparkles here to make it feel like it's all glittery and magical. And gonna add just a little bit of shading here because her arms are dark, like the panda's arms are dark, so it kind of makes it feel like it's a little bit see-through. Yeah, okay, so that's my Elsa. That kind of took a little bit of time. How are we doing? We got 12 minutes left. Okay. Oh man, Iron Man. Well, I don't think I can get to Iron Man. We'll see. I got a few more here. Elsa. Let's see. Sven. Sven is from Frozen 2, I think. I mean Frozen. T-O-O. But he's also in this second movie as well. Oh, Sven is the oh, that's weird. Okay. I thought no, that's I was thinking, oh, let me just put in that little braided ponytail there. Okay. And Sven is that. Yeah, Sven is the reindeer. Oh, I kept thinking it's Kristoff for some reason. This is gonna be tricky because now I have to draw a completely different animal. Let's move Sven up a bit. Oh boy, you guys, what are you guys trying to do? It's a tricky one. Okay, we're gonna go and add some antlers like this. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be one of my better drawings, but I'm gonna try. Okay, and then we'll give panda ears like that, and then he's got kind of a big snout like this. kind of got a and he's kind of got like this furry collar because he's got all this fur. So yeah, I was really gearing myself up to draw Kristoff, and it's like, oh, now I have to just completely flip over to drawing a reindeer. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. Add the little panda ear like that. Sorry, I'm gonna have to move Elsa a little bit further down here. Hopefully you guys aren't too bothered by that. Okay, so and then I'm gonna draw. I think he has like some kind of thing here, some belt or some kind of harness. Well, no matter. I got a few more that I have to get through here. Okay, then he also has. This looks so weird with these boxing gloves whenever I do an equine creature. It's like it kind of looks more like a horse boot versus like a horseshoe. Okay, like that. Yeah, so a little cheat. This little bend of the knee is kind of always going to be around where the body's going to intersect. So just if you're ever drawing horses, you know, I'm going to take out these boxing gloves. They're kind of bothering me. I mean, I'm adapting them to this. So it's and I want to make sure that this feels like it's in front. Feels like in back. Feels like in front. Feels like in back. Okay. And did he have a tail? Oh yeah, he has a tail too. It's like a little deer tail. Okay. I think he might have one more strap like that, so I'm just gonna throw it right there. Right. All right. So there's our Sven. Okay, we're gonna turn off Elsa. We got 8 minutes left. Let's see if I can do a few more. Sven, Elsa, Mulan, and Tinkerbell. I'm gonna get to Tinkerbell. I'm gonna try to get to Tinkerbell. Iron Man's gonna be a maybe, but no one mentioned Iron Man when we were doing the Superman, the superhero challenge. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do a double feature here, so this is going to be Mulan and Mushu together. I'm going to do the non-soldier version of Mulan, so... Okay, I'm just gonna have her holding up Mushu. See, Mushu is like, I think he had a bigger nose like this. Give him the snake tongue. And he had... I'm trying to pandify him. He's like... I think he also had like the little snake belly, so we'll give him that too. All right, so I think I can get to Tinkerbell here because I wanted to get to Tinkerbell because like she's obviously a very classic character. Also, let me know, guys, in the chat if you want to see what other topics you guys would like for me to draw. These are a lot of fun, and so I want to also get your feedback in terms of how we can make this a pretty cool show. And so I think she goes, let's see. Yeah, I think there's like one outfit here. Okay, I think this is more dark here. This can also be slightly darkish. Okay, Mulan and Mushu. There you go. All right, and then we'll do Tinkerbell at the last hour. Tinkerbell. Just want to look up what her shoes look like. And but yeah. Any more topics you guys would like to draw? Please just drop it off in the chat, or actually comment in the video too, if you in the comments below. So that the comments are different than or let me put Sven off the way. The comments are a little bit different than the chat. The chat's like the window that pops up where everyone could talk. But the comments are below the video, and those stay up the whole time. So what you type, everyone else can see, I guess. So if you might want to ask your parents to do that for you, or if that's not something that's readily available to you. So actually, so Tinkerbell there's different versions of Tinkerbell, I feel like, with different hair. So I think there's this version where I'm gonna go with the one that's like more in the Peter Pan, but either way, she has a little bob up in the air. And then you know, she has we'll have her flying. She's carrying her little pixie stick. Just gonna put a star on it, add some little pixie dust. Give her some wings too, because she has and then she has a little dress. It's kind of like triangles, so it kind of goes around her body like that. And then we're gonna give her legs at the bottom. So I do like this little overlap to kind of just show that the dress is in front of her body. So this is like one leg, then this is the other leg. And we'll add some sparkles too, because you know it's all magical. Disney's all about the magic. Okay. All right. I don't think I can get to the Iron Man. That seems like I can do like an Iron Man. Well, maybe. You know what? I'll do one, but I'll just do a quick one, just the helmet. But it looks like I think he's kind of like the Iron Man that I drew one time with a panda. It's kind of like all robotic and stuff. So it's like, and it's like, yeah. I'm not gonna go too far with this one because we are kind of out of time. But thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out, and just joining. Again, feel free to comment on what you guys would like to see in the next Scribble time. And I haven't decided yet to do one tomorrow. I've originally scheduled them to be on weekdays, but you know, if I have some time tomorrow, I'll have to check my schedule today to see if that works, depending on how much stuff I have to get done. And if I can, then I'll just post an announcement on Facebook or on my social media, and everybody will be, you can tune in to that, because I know parents would also probably like to be a part of this too. And so, but thanks again. This Iron Man, I'll have to redo this Iron Man again, but either way, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for all the suggestions. And if you like to see these drawings and print them out for coloring and so forth, feel free to visit the link below in the description. It's punchingpandas.com/scribbletime, and scribbletime is one word, and you can find those drawings there, and they're printed out to 8.5 by 11 letter. And you know, feel free to also check out punchingpandas.com for other content. I also have the Panda is Fat animations, these little clips of animations I've worked on for the last year. A lot of fun. So I would go. You can find them on the channel on YouTube at Punching Pandas. So just you look for the playlist that says the Panda is Fat and other panda haikus. And feel free just to go to punchingpandas.com. Check out the blog, the website, check out the shop as well, and also visit the social media links that I have at the end of this video, which is to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So thanks again, guys, and you enjoy your rest of your Friday. Cheers.